is up, and welcome to Day Ray with me, your girl Ray Ray. Hey, how's it going? What's going on? So it is pretty late tonight. It's 10:49, and I'm just now starting my son's birthday cake. When is my son's birthday? Tomorrow. Well, we've all been very, very, very busy this week. And I got home late from hanging out with my girlfriend, who I haven't hung out with even way before coronavirus. So she was like, I need to get out of this house. Please, let's go out. And I was like, I'm there. I haven't seen you in forever. I need to see you. Hey, how's it going? So now it's super duper crunch time. I'm gonna try to only work on this for a few hours. I'm not gonna do nothing like super crazy or anything like that for his birthday, because I wanted him to make sure that he had a birthday cake on his birthday. But I'm just making a small little Fortnite cake for him. I think this is like the third year in a row for Fortnite Cake. The first cake I made was a Dropbox cake. Last year was the Durr Burger cake. And this year is Kit, and he wants the Shadow Kit. That's the only skin that he's using. And I was like, well, what kind of Fortnite thing do you want? And he's like, I want Kit. So this is the one that I'm gonna make for him. This is like a YouTube screenshot thing, but I also blew it up, and I'm going to make this a cake, a smaller cake. And then I'm going to use my big cookie cutters, and I'm just gonna like stack a cake and make like a little birthday cake, and then put like the number 10 on it and happy birthday and all that fun good stuff on it. Maybe I'll make it look like another Loot Crate box or something. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do, and I don't really have much time to do it. So it is what it is, and I'm just gonna jump right into this. I do have my Fortnite cutter set that I am gonna be using, that I got from JB Cookie Cutters. I will put a link down below for these. You guys know I love these cookie cutters oh so very much. So there's that. So yeah, let me get a crack-a-lackin' on this cake. So yeah, all right guys, let's get to it. Okay, so I baked my son's chocolate cake on a cookie sheet, or a very small sheet cake. It was a sheet cake size, but it was actually like on a small cookie sheet. And I just cut my template out, and I cut an outline shape. My cake was frozen, so it was definitely easier to cut and carve. Right here I'm just leveling them, and I'm going to stack, frost, and fill them and everything, and then put this cake in the freezer after it is all put together. Now what I did was I dyed some fondant black, and it came out like this grayish purplish color, which was fine because it's kind of the color that he is. So what I did was I trimmed my template, and I got a very close cut, because in that way some of the background, when I cover the cake with fondant, will show through, so it'll be like a little background color. You don't have to do the shape. You could have just did a rectangle or something if you want to make a cake like this, but this was just my personal preference. Now, I learned how to do cakes with this, and I think I say this all the time. I follow Cakes by Choppa for a very long time. I will try to put a link to his channel somewhere up in the upper corner. He makes some of the best cakes using templates and things like that, and that's where I pretty much decided to start making some of my cakes using coloring sheets and making my own templates and things like that. So shout out to Choppa. I love this style of cake decorating, and I just think it's kind of easy, you know, but once you learn how fondant stretches and things like that, then it becomes a little bit easier, because sometimes it can get a little frustrating. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm trying to make this one, instead of like 2D flat, I kind of want to put some texture and some 3D realism to it a little bit. Now, Meowscles has muscles, so that's what I was trying to make. I was trying to make some muscles. He has a six-pack abs, and then instead of just like having the fondant just like lay on it, I had rolled out another piece, as you saw, and covered it, so that way it would still be like a nice clean look, and it was like wrapped around, and you wouldn't see like the stacked layers of, you know, from the template. And that's what I'm doing here. I was just cleaning up the back and just getting everything, and just like I kept putting the template up, like, okay, I'm making my ab marks. I put the fondant underneath to kind of give it, you know, dimension and things like that. And I was just using my little tool, my little sculpting tool, to like make them pop and give it some more definition. Right here, again, I'm just rolling some little bean shapes and just making his fingers and stuff like that. Now what I'm doing here is I have black fondant, because his ears, the inner ear part is black, and I literally took the veining tool and just traced over it on black fondant, and I'm gonna cover the top of his ears up anyway, so I just, you know, put a piece up there, and now I'm just covering the outline of his ears. Okay, so now I'm moving on to his face, and I made this fondant a little bit thicker, and the reason why I did that is because in case I need to stretch it out, I would have enough space to, and also I wanted to have it so I can kind of like roll it over again to give it a much cleaner look on the side. And as you see, I made his head a little small, so I just rolled it out. It kept its shape. Another trick that I've learned when making these is that you should let the fondant harden just a little bit, not too much, because you want to be able to cut it and be able to, you know, still have it soft and still have flexibility for where you want to move it and everything. But now I'm just taking my template, and I was putting it over, marking out the mouth and all that. Right now I'm working on the eyes. This is the outer eye part. The outer eye was like a black, and then the inner, you see the little piece of pink fondant. This will be the inner eye, and I'm going to use some red food coloring powder, and I'm going to color his eye red, because that's what the picture looked like. Like it was a light pinkish, like a light red in the middle, but it was like a darker red along the edges. So that's why I love powdered food coloring, because it gives it like a soft look, and versus like when you paint, it's like kind of like a shinier, like I don't know how to explain it, but I like the way sometimes powdered food coloring, the look that it gives. So I assembled his eyes. As you see, I'm putting my template down. I put some water so I know where the eyeballs went, and voila. So just a side note, never again will I ever wear fake nails when making cakes, because I was so mad because I covered the cake with blue fondant, but my nails kept poking it. Hence, I took my happy birthday impression roller and I made ribbons to cover all the boo-boos around the edges, and I was so mad and upset. And I just had them on. I'm adding Meowscles' tail right there, and I couldn't really take them off. So with the other half of the cake, I'm using my really big cookie cutter set that my friend got me for my birthday, and I wanted 3 layers because I wanted it high enough. And as you see here, I cut some of the pieces and just made them fit and made an extra layer, cut them in half, leveled everything, and of course these were also frozen. And then again, I'm going to frost. I put the middle layer that I used the 2 halves in the middle, so that way there would be solid on the top of the bottom, and I put frosting in between it. So while that is in the freezer, I did like a little shadow effect. I took my X-Acto knife and cut around my happy birthday what is this thing? Cookie cutter? It is a cookie cutter. So right now I'm just taking out all the little bits and pieces. And one easy way, because I use a lot of tappets and stuff like that, an easy way to get your fondant out is to literally fling it and it will just fly out and like tap it. But then I broke it trying to move it to the parchment paper so I can make it a more brighter yellow like the Fortnite colors. And here I am again. I'm using some yellow fondant to cover the cake and my nails kept tearing it up. I was so mad. So I'm taking some gold food coloring, metallic gold, and I colored the fondant the epic, I think it's epic color, I don't know. And then I used my number plungers to make the number 10, and I have this little game controller mold, and I was making the Xbox controller. Now my camera died at some point. Right now I'm putting together my Fortnite thing that I cut out and painted from JB cookie cutters. My camera died when I was making some of this, so you'll see the end result, but I'm just taking my edible markers and coloring the remote control. Alright guys, it is 3:18 in the morning and I finally finished my son's birthday cake. I had some issues with the fondant. I don't even know if I'm going to when I'm gonna edit this video, and but yeah, so I'm finally finished. I'm not really the happiest with it, but I think my son will like it. And yeah, so I'm exhausted. I need to go to bed because I promised my son a very fun-filled day for his birthday. And I'm gonna need some energy. I'm gonna need at least 5 hours of sleep, maybe 6 hours of sleep, so I'm not sleeping the day away. Because I promised him his birthday cake pancakes and everything for breakfast, so got a lot to do. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And again, here is his birthday cake with Kit. I think this is Shadow Kit, he said, and it just says happy birthday with the Fortnite logo and little controller, the number 10, and he got 2 little birthday cakes to represent number 10, and that's kind of what it looks like, number 10. Alright guys, I love you so much. Thank you for watching, and remember to please be kind because you don't know what kind of battle someone's going through, so don't be a dick. And I'll see y'all soon. Bye!